sure you don't always smell of Dettol and always in curlers and, you know, in shorts. You understand? Because you mustn't, I mean, it's something that they want to, I mean, it matters to them. So if it matters to them, you need to deal with that. Domestic support. The man ought to be able to leave the house and know that the house is not in a mess. You're not always calling him out. What do I do? The pot is what? This is that. You understand? The home is your province. I mean, this is where you should be able to handle. If you can't handle, please call your mom. Don't call your, you know, or call your friend to help you learn how to manage a household. You understand? He expects that of you. And then admiration. It's the same biblical thing. A man needs respect. Part of respect, more than respect, is admiration. You need to be admiring him. Like somebody suggested in one of her books, saying, learn to look at your husband from the viewpoint of a stranger. Learn to see his muscles, you know, his kindness, his whatever. Because you get so used to these things that you take it for granted, and that is tragic in a marriage. All right. Now here, basic needs that women expect their husbands to fulfill is affection. Like they say, men give love to get sex, and women give sex to get love. That need not be so. You understand? But a woman does need affection. She does need to be loved, and so you men need to realize that. That's why the Bible commands men to love their wives. The other thing that a woman needs is a woman needs to talk. She needs to talk in particular with you. And so what you need to do is to make sure that you set aside time where you can be together and just talk. That's why you plan for holidays every once in a while, where you leave the kids with friends, especially if they're old enough, and then you make sure that you can spend those time renewing ties. Because if you don't, she feels emotionally distanced from you, she gets open to more affairs. You understand? Look, you may say that this woman is the one, or I mean, it takes both hands to clap when affairs occur. And so the point is, a woman has a need for conversation, okay, and you deal with that. And what she needs from a man is honesty and openness. You see, illegal entries, like playing golf and not telling her, she's sure to find out. Once she finds out, she won't trust you as much. Once she doesn't trust you in that sense, you'll expect her performance in bed as well. Because a woman works all throughout. That's why you find women find it very hard to give themselves freely if you don't have other problems like frigidity and everything else. When you lie to them, they find it very hard to respond to a man. So you must understand, they expect from you honesty and openness. If you make a mistake, you make a mistake. If you make a boo-boo, you make a boo-boo. Just tell her. Once you tell her, at least the trust she has is at least you always tell her the truth, then you can work together. I mean, we women are problem solvers throughout anyway, so it's one more problem. We can work with it together. The next thing she expects from you, you expect domestic support from her, she expects financial support from you. That is why as women grow older, and you don't think so much of love, you know, we think of words like companionship, financially sound, right? It's not that women are not romantic at all, it's just that we are very sensible. And you always want a man who's able to protect and support you. And Singapore men are supposed to be known for that, except that in these days of crisis, a lot more cracks are being seen. She also expects family commitment from you. Remember, she expects you to care for the children, she expects you to be there sometimes when the children are sick and things like that. All right, so you can read the book if you want to help you understand several things. So, 3 facts here, he says. Men and women have great difficulty understanding and appreciating the value of each other's needs. Men try to meet the needs they value, and women likewise try to meet the needs that they value. So you can see why you seldom meet one another. You understand? Once you understand what they value, then you need to do what's necessary on your part. Marriage is a special relationship which allows a spouse exclusive rights to meet some important needs. And some of these needs only a spouse can meet. One of my friends is very, I mean, single girls, especially if you're very attractive, you must be very wise. Anytime a man starts confiding in you, especially when she's married, she will say to this man, sorry, that belongs to your wife. This one you should tell your wife. You shouldn't be telling me. And that's the thing you must be careful as well, because this is how you fall into affairs. You understand? And don't think it doesn't happen in the church. It's been happening all over the place. Why? Because you wanted to care. You want to show Christian love. Please. You draw lines. When it comes to certain things that only a wife should know, you draw a line and says, no, you tell me, I'm going to tell your wife. These things you go back and tell your wife. But it's so hard to, I don't care. You need to what? If not, go talk to the pastor, or go talk to a couple who are married and just be counseled by them. You understand? To protect yourself, no? Okay? Because affairs occur because, you know, all these things. So please understand that. Exclusive rights. You're giving to your spouse the exclusive right to fulfill these needs, and you must abide by them. Successful marriages require skill. No problem, we will enter, I'm sure we'll have a good marriage. You're sure to have a lousy marriage, that's for sure. You need to develop skills in caring for the one that you promise to cherish throughout life. And it's not a shame to know that you don't know how to meet a person's need. What you need to do is to realize there are people all over the place. Try to, you know, women are there who are willing to help you. You have problems in bed, there are women who can help you in that. If not, there are sex therapists out there who can tell you what to do. In every area, if you don't know how to plan financially for your home, that also creates a problem. There are many people out there who can help you. You understand? So what you need to do is to learn to recognize these are needs. If you have a need, go to the body of Christ in order to meet those needs. All right? So basically, as an introduction, there is another book, those of you who are doing this marriage course, we would like for you to get, because when you do lessons 6, 7, 8, and 9 on love and communication, you will have to be reading